Good morning. Day 23 of Safety 365, and we're going to cover the types of inspections. The first is the priority is imminent dangers, which aren't very often. That means if you're this guy in a confined space with no testing, no ventilation, in a pit of black debris in a steel mill, that's probably an imminent danger because you could die. You got a half mask respirator, you don't know what's down there. It could be carbon monoxide, all the dust could be lead, arsenic, whatever, junk they put down in there is bad. And OSHA would come out and inspect that facility. Also, if you're on a roof where 60 miles an hour, 70-mile-an-hour winds, I don't care how safe you are, I can blow you right off the roof. And then a trench 15 feet straight up, 10 feet straight up can kill you. So those would be examples. It's the public would say, yeah, that person could die right away. Your skill is not going to probably save you. And then fatalities, they're going to investigate within 8 hours. And they also have a thing called catastrophes. If it's 3 or more hospitalized, they would also investigate that also. So OSHA has an internal goal that it wants to be investigating 100% of these within, 1 day or 24 hours. Complaints that are made by employees are rare. I go back when I was in the 80s, we would have 150 complaints on the desk. We took every one of them, went out on every one of them, and then they started doing the phone complaints around about 1987, and that knocked out about 97% of them. So the days of a formal complaint where a current employee makes a unsafe allegation and signs their name on a complaint form and wants an inspection pretty well are over. There are some, maybe 5 to 10 a year in Illinois. There are usually going to be unions that would make it because they're representing employees, but usually the employee will say, call up the employer and I can get a copy of the response anonymously. Sure. Referrals could be from compliance officers to compliance officers, like health could make a referral to safety because they see some safety issues, or vice versa. They can come from building departments. A lot of them come from the media. We call them media referrals. If it's on the TV, person's entrapped in a grain elevator in Wentzville like it was this week, guess what? They're going to inspect that. And then all the programmatic inspections, amputations, hospitalizations, eye loss, you have to call OSHA within 24 hours. But they're going to be placed on a list, and they're going to try to inspect the ones like in Illinois that are lockout related, machine guarding related. If you slam your finger in the door and it takes off a piece of your bone, probably not going to trigger the OSHA inspection and stuff. And then they have general schedule inspections, like what they call site-specific targeting. That means it's going to be the high-rate employers, like our pallet funds. And then they will follow up any items where they do not get abatement. But these are the priorities of OSHA inspections, and you got to at least know. They always are going to tell you what kind of inspection they're going to do when they come onto your site. So let's be safe out there and have a good week.